What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Carlson USA Channel. Today we're going to be talking about the second fragrance in the Carlson USA collection, which is BOUTON. In this video, we'll talk about the man who was the inspiration behind BOUTON, give you a brief description of the bottle design, packaging, and a note breakdown. I'll also give you my take on the fragrance. That way you have an accurate look at what to expect should you decide to pick up a bottle of BOUTON for yourself. All right, guys, that's what's coming up. Stay tuned. So the man behind the inspiration of BOUTON was a man named BOUTON de Chameli. Quick little disclaimer, I don't really know if that's the correct way to pronounce his name, but it's the way I was taught, and frankly, I've probably been butchering it for years, but like I said, that's what I was shown, so that's what stuck. Anyways, he was a military commander in France, and he was really commonly associated with French nobility. He was born in 1636. In 1703, he became Marshal of France before passing away at the age of 78 in the year 1715. What you're seeing on screen right now is really the only depiction that I've ever been able to find, and that I've actually, frankly, ever been able to see my entire life of this man, BOUTON de Chameli. So his story has always been one that I've found pretty interesting. In fact, my grandmother used to have an old vintage book that described in detail the Carlson family history, and it would show how this man, BOUTON de Chameli, was connected to our family. Sadly, when my grandmother passed away, she gifted this book to one of my uncles. He also passed away, and when he did, he passed on this book to one of my cousins. Fortunately, they really have zero clue as to where this book is. So, in all likelihood, it could be that this book has been lost to the ages, but I still hold out some hope that it's going to resurface somewhere when somebody's cleaning their attic. Nonetheless, the vision that I had of this man has always been something that's been really interesting and inspiring to me. So I decided that when I made my second fragrance, I really wanted to base it off of notes that encapsulated the vision I had of this man. The first note that came to mind was lavender. He lived in France, and at least to me, nothing embodies more, at least in fragrance terms, France than the scent of lavender. Just picturing it in my mind, when you say France, fragrance, perfume, I mean, in my head, the first thing I think of is lavender fields as far as the eye can see. So it made a lot of sense to initially start with that note as being a prominent note in this fragrance. Later on in the fragrance, I would come to utilize iris, musk, and orange blossom to basically round out the fragrance and get it exactly to where I wanted it to be. So like I said, his story was something that was really interesting, and now I had the notes and I had everything that pretty much would give me my vision of him, but in a fragrance, or what I could think a scent based off of his memory would be. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about the bottle design. Right, so here you are, you have it right here. This is BOUTON. This is the actual bottle. Just like Inicio in the previous videos that we've talked about, you got the name BOUTON on the front, nothing on either side, nothing on the bottom, and a silver cap, which, let me show you the sprayer. Hopefully you can see that. Nice amount of mist. Man, I love that lavender, man. So that's basically a good idea of the fragrance bottle itself. So while that's an idea of what you can expect when it comes down to the bottle design, I also wanted to show you the same thing, and I'll be doing a 360 on screen as well of this, but this is the packaging that it comes in. Basically, it's similar, very similar. In fact, it's the same other than the name and the ingredient lists on the back. This is the exact same as the type of packaging that you'll get if you pick up a bottle of Inicio. It's always really cool when I spray this fragrance to give you guys an idea of what the atomizer is like. It smells awesome around here. I get my kids and everybody coming around here saying, man, it smells good there. I don't know, just something I always find funny. Anyways, guys, let's talk right now about notes. So on the top notes, we got Italian mandarin and lavender. Hard notes, iris, grapefruit, orange blossom, and in the base, you'll find some cedar, amber, and musk. So now I want to give you a fragrance breakdown, basically what it is that I get as an impression when I spray this fragrance on. Obviously, this is exactly what I was looking for, but I want to be as unbiased as possible so I can tell you guys accurately what it is you can expect should you pick up one of these bottles. So in the beginning, man, I get lavender. I get a nice, soft lavender, kind of masculine, which I feel is what happens when the iris is incorporated there with the grapefruit and the lavender, that combination. Man, it's very, very nice. The musk here is what's really gonna give you the nice kind of a cloud that you have around when you spray a fragrance and you can just pick it up. It's kind of like that body that's just surrounding. That's definitely what you're gonna get here from the musk. The amber and the cedar are definitely something that you'll be picking up through the long run. I would say the nice mixture would definitely be more amber than cedar, but it's a really nice masculine edge. And like I said, with that musk giving you that nice little cloud, I've had no problem with people picking this up and saying that they get like a nice masculine feel out of this. So the inspiration, like I said before, was this man, Noel BOUTON de Chemeli. Obviously, he was from France back in the day, and I can only imagine that fragrances back then smelled kind of musky, old, Victorian type. I mean, that's just my thought process on it. But I didn't want that. That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted something that was going to be those ingredients, but modern. Frankly, I've said that before a bunch of times. I always want my fragrances to smell contemporary. I gotta say, I'm very happy with the way it came out. So that's really what you're gonna find in this fragrance, guys. I have to say, performance-wise, it's not the hardest projecting fragrances I've ever had. But when you wear it, I would say you get about 2 hours where, like, people around you can definitely pick this up. And the lavender there is just, that is really the backbone of this fragrance. 8 hours worth of performance easily. I mean, you can definitely get this to last you all day. On clothing and other materials, it's gonna be another solid performer, just as Inizio was. This one though, I would say you can aim for a little bit different other than just daytime wear and in the spring. I've had this, and I know a lot of people tell me that they've worn this out on dates. They've used it for situations where they know that they're gonna need like solid performance and a little bit of projection. And feedback I've gotten so far has been overwhelmingly positive for BOUTON. I'm still getting right now hints of grapefruit in it, which is good because that's another one of those notes that, it's there, it's there, but you can't put your finger on it. And right now, that's exactly what I'm getting here since I sprayed it to show you guys the atomizer. All right, guys, and so I just wanted to mention one other thing, which I mentioned in the Inizio review video. The bottles that I use for this review are the square bottles. In the future, BOUTON and Inizio won't be coming in this packaging. I'm actually gonna put on screen right now a render that we did of BOUTON in the new bottle design. Obviously, I don't have that right now, but I just wanted to show it to you so that way in case, you check out the website or you're seeing this from the future and there's a different picture on there, you realize it's the same fragrance, it's just, we had to change the packaging. And one last quick little disclaimer, because some people have asked me about this before, but in this bottle that you see right now, yeah, there's no dip stick, dip tube, whatever you call it. It doesn't have one. The reason it doesn't have one is because all the photos that you see on the Carlson USA website, I take myself. And when you have a fragrance like this, or we have a bottle like this, and it has no dip tube, so when you go to Photoshop it out, which you can of a bottle that does have it in there, the time to remove it in Photoshop is gone. So helps out. So anyways, that's just why this bottle right here doesn't have a dip tube. Just thought I'd mention that. All right, guys, I appreciate you checking out yet another video of the Carlson USA channel. In this case, the review that I gave you of BOUTON. I hope you guys decide to pick up a bottle of BOUTON and check it out for yourself. I know you'll really enjoy it. Right now, as I said in my other video with Inizio, I'm running a 20% off discount should you decide to pick one up. As I said, these fragrances are really solid for spring and summertime, which we have coming up, and right now is a better time than ever to check them out. Thanks again, guys. I always appreciate you guys checking out these videos. It means a lot to me. I'm trying my best to get the content down as good as possible because, man, it's hard to remember all things to say, and it's hard to remember how to edit these videos, but I'm not gonna quit, guys. I know you guys wouldn't quit, neither would I. So thanks again, guys. Please like and subscribe the video so you can check out other videos of the fragrances that we have coming out. We'll see you guys real soon. Take care.